Good afternoon, Dark Horse Nation. I hope you guys have had a great, safe week and are enjoying your weekend. It's a little cloudy today. It's overcast. It's 55 degrees out here at the hut. And this past week, I just kind of took a break from posting videos other than doing some Sims auto racing. I like the old style muscle cars and things like that. I used to own a '69 Chevelle back in the day. I used to drag race. And so I've been having fun with that. But I was mainly trying to stay out of the media this week. There's just so much going on right now in politics. And I see both sides of what's going on. But I was watching a news article that had to do with a new law in the state of Michigan pertaining to minimum wage. Okay? Now, I don't claim to be an expert on this type of thing. All I know is that the current minimum wage in today's day and age, to be blunt, is for crap. Okay? So their new law in Michigan, they raised the minimum wage. Let me see. I'll read it right here. So they're going to raise it to $12.48 per hour for your standard worker. Okay? And tip workers, the rate is going to be at least $4.74 per hour. $4.74 per hour for tipped workers. Guys, do you realize how ridiculous that sounds? Back in the 70s, guys, I was making $3.50 an hour at a well drilling shop. Didn't sound like a whole lot, but I could get by off of it back in the 70s. This is 2025, guys. And we wonder why America is in such a state that it's in. The reality of it is, and I've had to live through a lot of aspects of life. I put kids through college. I've been divorced. I've paid child support. I mean, I know what reality is like. I've done with that. I've been hungry, guys. I've lived in mobile homes. I've lived in apartments. I know what it's like to survive off of $10 a week and eat nothing but potted meat sandwiches for 5 days in a row. I've been there and done that. Okay? So my thing is to give a tipped worker at some podunk restaurant a minimum starting salary of wage of $4 and something an hour. That's ridiculous. And don't get me wrong, I do realize that in fancy restaurants, I'm sure that waiters and waitresses can make decent money on a good night. But your average poor diner waitress who's struggling, who may have 2 or 3 kids, barely making ends meet, goes into a diner, has to deal with slobs, basically, who don't care about what she's going through, and are rude, and give her $1.50 tip, or a $2 tip. I've seen this with my own eyes at restaurants, well-named restaurants, where you go in and you gotta watch a family of 6, you know, a wife, a husband, and their 4 bratty kids, sit there, go, you know, engorge themselves, make a mess all over the floor, expect the waitress to be there every second, pour them tea, take their plates away, and then when it's all said and done, leave her a $2 tip. Guys, I've seen this with my own eyes. You know? And that's just sad, guys. It's just damn sad. We can do better here in the United States of America. The minimum wage in this country, minimum, for all people who are working, needs to be at least $18 per hour, period. That way, you can halfway, if you're lucky, pay for a cheap apartment. You can't buy a home off of it hardly, and keep a car, and pay your child care for the week. But you should be able to survive if you watch your pennies, okay, off of $18 an hour. And that's what it should be. So, we need, you know, to stand up for the workers who are working in these sorry restaurants where the owners, you know, expect them to make their income off of tips. You know, that's ridiculous, guys. You're not going to have a good night every night. You know, you're just going to have a crowd sometimes that, you know, are being cheap and they're not going to give you nothing. That happens. And I've heard so many people who work in that industry explain as such. You know what I'm saying? So that needs to be changed, y'all. Now, you know, the basis of my channel, when I first started this, you know, I wanted to get back into my music and play and write songs. And I still want to do that at some point in time when I can get my throat to do what I want to do. You know, I'm going to do outdoor videos and, you know, how-to videos. I'm going to do a genre of things. I don't want to be stuck in one category. That's just not me, guys. But if I see something in the media that pertains to how I feel about things, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to put out some content. Some people may get mad. Some people may not like it. But I'm going to express myself, guys. We need to think about the greater good. That's why we need to stop giving our hard-earned money to people outside of the United States, period. It needs to stop. We need to take care of our own, period. But when I saw that on the news the other day, I thought, you know, I've got to voice my opinion on that. And, you know, we all need to stand up. We need to help the poor people, the lower middle class who are struggling to make ends meet. Even the middle class are struggling right now. In case, you know, both people in a family to work to make ends meet. And, you know, single parents, they can't hardly do it at all, guys. The kids do without, you know, they're having to live in dumps. They can't afford a car. They can't afford their medical bills. And we are supposed to be the richest nation on earth. And we've gave trillions of dollars to overseas entities. And just bull crap, guys. So, I want to get out here today, say my opinion. We need to start helping those people who are busting their butts out there all day to serve you and make you comfortable with your little dining experience. The least you can do is be sure to give them a decent tip. But the law needs to be changed for everyone who works for a restaurant a factory, we need to make sure that the minimum wage is the same for everyone. Everyone. And it needs to be a decent minimum wage. A living wage to where they can halfway live in an environment that's decent, guys. They need to be able to clothe their kids, feed their kids, and be somewhat comfortable. This is America. We should not be this far behind the damn times. Alright, I've said my piece. Let me get the hell up off of here. Please like, subscribe. I appreciate all your support. I love all you guys. Be safe this weekend. And one more thing I'm going to do while I'm here. I want to celebrate a friend of mine's birthday. He would have been 59 years old today if he had lived. And so in lieu of that, to my friend Cliff, happy birthday, brother, in heaven. I miss you. You'll never be forgotten. And I'll catch you there at some point in time. And damn, that's good. Alright guys, y'all take care. Love you, be safe. And I'll catch you later. Alright, bye.